I definitely have to say that my biggest inspiration is Elvin Jones, and that's because through listening and extracting pieces of his vocabulary, I've learned to maintain a higher level of energy, especially at a lower tempo, which is something that I've personally struggled with a lot as a drummer. As of late, there have been a couple of albums that I've been playing on loop in my earbuds throughout the day. The first one being Like Minds with Gary Burton, Chick Corea, Pat Metheny, Dave Holland, and Roy Haynes. I don't know if I could name a better collection of rhythm section instrumentalists that have played together. Really just such a great album. I especially love the track Elucidation. It's easily my favorite track off that album and one of my favorite albums ever. And the second being Enigmatic Ocean by the jazz fusion legend and French violinist Jean-Luc Ponty. I think Steve Smith is on drums on that one, and it's amazing. Aside from a basic knowledge of keyboard instruments and ukulele, I can't really fluently play any other instruments besides drum set. And whether or not you can get an autograph from me depends on if you pull up tomorrow to Kulak's Woodshed at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I started playing jazz when I was 11 in my middle school jazz band. And I'd say that since then, I've grown outwards and tried to expand my taste and my vocabulary in every direction possible. Because my main goal as a drummer is to become as versatile and flexible in my instrument as possible. I am 17 years old as of August of this year. This is a really interesting question because typically when I consume music, it's on streaming platforms rather than in video form on YouTube. However, when I do watch bands live on YouTube, one particular tour that I've enjoyed watching was the Korea Gad Band's 2017 tour, because as sad as it is with Chick Corea's passing, that ensemble will never be able to play together again, and that's some of those recent documentation of Chick Corea's live playing, and there's just so much energy in the room that you can feel even through the screen. I personally believe I have not yet achieved the status of GOATed, but I'm getting there one day at a time. This is a really interesting question you bring up here. I'm obviously going to have to go with cheese, as it is the more nutrient-dense, better tasting, more versatile option. I very rarely find myself going for a glass of milk, unless I'm severely dehydrated and water is, for whatever reason, less available than milk. I think that scenario is only applied to me at school. Whereas cheese, it's made from milk, and there's just a world of possibilities in which it can be molded into, whereas milk is just milk. There's only one milk. I can't say any names in particular came into mind when I saw this question, but I'm open to jamming with anyone who's open to jamming with me.